Hello, principal team. I wanted to take just a second to introduce the stewardship strategic phase that we are about to go into. I know you guys have been hard at work planning for really thinking about your ecosystems at the local school level. And I want to talk a little bit about some shifts that we're making just to give you some context. So, you'll see here on this homepage where you can access your school stewardship strategic, and you're going to start working through that process. Um, Really, in the past, we've had a budget driven model. So if you think about the way that we've done resources and budgeting in the past, is we have a formula. It's really driven by compliance, and we give you an allotted amount of money, and then from that allotted amount of money, you determine what it is that you can do at the local school level. And really, some issues that come along with that is it's very short term. It's not necessarily aligned to the work that we want to do both at the district level and at the school level. And so, really, what we want to move towards is more of a stewardship model where before we start with a formula and a budget number, we really start with what are your goals at the local school level? What are your priorities? What is it that you want to do based on that ecosystem design that you've been creating? What types of resources and support is necessary for you to be able to do the work that you need to do at the local school level? And then once we have that process in place, once we know what it is that you want to do, then we're much better able to allocate resources from the district level to ensure that the money that is being given to you, the resources that are being given to you align to the work that you want to do at the local school level. And it's not just simply a compliance or formula derived process. So if you think about it, really the shift of resources is what we've been trying to think about. So pre-CARA, things were all over the place for the last 20, 25 years. It was really central office controlling most of the money and telling you what to spend and how you can spend it and where to spend it and what that looked like. The past couple years, since we've been here, we've really tried to give schools some local autonomy. And so that's where we started looking at teacher leadership stipends and backpack planning money and different pots of funding at the local school level, classroom libraries, a variety of different things to try to support some various work that was going on across the board. That's been an important shift because now as we look towards the future, what we want to move towards is really a shared leadership model where the things that have worked for schools, the things that are aligned to priorities, the things that you guys are wanting to create and do at the local school level, that we really resource those things. And so that's the shift that we see playing out from where we've been to really where we're going. And some shifts that are taking place. So a few, I'm not sure why that looks the way that it does. Let me back out. So all right, I think I got it fixed. So our hope here is that January 28th, we will begin the stewardship design process. That you guys would have that on January 28th when you come to our principal meeting. Amy is putting together a video that will walk you through that. And once again, you will complete that here in your school's stewardship strategic. So then we will be able to give you some more information, thinking about some shifts and some ideas that we know are coming up. And then you will also begin preparing for your February SBDM, which is where you'll kind of overview with them the stewardship process and the dates. That'll play into our next conversation in February, where we will flush out the rest of the stewardship design process. We will begin getting into you a basic formula, although once again, I want to reiterate, our goal is not to have formulas drive a budgeting process. Our goal is to have priorities drive a budgeting process. So it's going to be important that we set aside time between February here and March for us to be able to have one-on-one conversations, think about how we can best resource us and support you at the local school level. And then at your March meeting, you'll be able to review your staffing formula and begin the scheduling conversation. By our time together on March the 25th, We will have completed our one-on-one conversations with you and really be able to finalize this budgeting process, which you'll be able to do with your team in April. And then April will give us time to finalize everything so that by the summer you feel really good about your budgets and your stewardship strategic and that process. So we will have videos along the way to help guide you. So once again, just want to echo the shift moving away from the past model, which has really been compliance and formula driven, to really now more of a priority driven model that's going to allow us to say at the local school level, these are the things based on our ecosystem that we want to do, that we want to create for our kids. And then for us as a district team to say, okay, how can we support that work at your school level, knowing that what that looks like at Foster Heights, or what that looks like at Boston, or what that looks like at Okeechobee Home or Thomas Nelson or New Haven. Those look different based on different schools, different circumstances, and different ecosystems. So that's the shift. I think it'll be powerful for all of us. It'll be an important process as we move towards the future. And I'm excited to get started with you guys this semester on that.